Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I am doing a collaboration with my friend Sarah, or you might know her by her online name as Scribble Fix. And I've known Sarah for quite a long time on the internet, online, because she lives in Australia, so I haven't actually met her, but we are really good online friends and she's really supportive to me, and we are both huge Pokemon fans. So when we decided to collab, we thought we ought to do a Pokemon collab. So that's what we're doing. We are drawing each other as Pokemon trainers. So I am drawing Sarah as Pokemon trainer with Pokemon that I think suit her, and she is doing the same. So do go over and check out Sarah Scribble Fix and her channel. I will leave a link to her channel at the end and down below, and a link to her half of the collab as well. But yeah, definitely go and check her out. She's an amazing Copic artist. She does some really awesome pieces of Copic markers and all sorts of other materials as well, and she does a lot of Pokemon drawings and they're really cool, and I love Pokemon and I love the way that she colours them in. And she also does some really wonderful dragon artwork and all sorts of amazing artwork, so do go and check it out and tell her I say hi. So for this piece I inked out the line art on some Canson Bristol board. I really like using Bristol board for markers, and I inked it with a Unipin liner, and those are my favourite liners. They're much better than the Pit pens, I think, although I haven't tried the Copic multi-liners, so maybe I will try them, but I do like the Unipin liners. And I didn't vary the line art as much as I normally do because I wanted to go for the old school anime from Pokemon, the Pokemon Indigo League. That was the kind of style I was going for, and I have watched quite a bit of Pokemon Indigo League recently for research purposes, just so that I am really up to speed with how the style is. And because Sarah has really lovely long hair, I thought it would be good to do it in the style of Jessie from Team Rocket, and I kind of made her look a little bit like Jessie. I kind of modelled her on Jessie a little bit because I really like that style. I really like how the hair kind of curls into a spiral, so I thought that would be cool. I'm not saying that Scribble Fix belongs on Team Rocket at all, but I just thought it would be cool to draw her in the style of Jessie, and I put an S on her t-shirt where the R goes on Jessie's t-shirt normally. And obviously I did her hair brown, not red, because she has really nice brown hair, and I added the fringe, the flicky fringe that she has. And also I did make a mistake to begin with. I coloured her eyes in blue because I was looking at the reference of Jessie, and then I realised that Sarah has really dark brown eyes, so I had to correct that later on, but it's fine, it still worked. I did contemplate leaving them blue, but I thought no, I'll change them to brown. So now I'm going to talk about the Pokemon that I chose for Sarah as her Pokemon for her team. So I chose 6 Pokemon, and firstly I chose the Ditto Electrode. I put it in an Electrode form because she did a really awesome piece of artwork a while ago where she did a whole page full of Electrodes, and I just couldn't imagine drawing all those circles with a multi-liner or a liner because I struggled with just this one. And I coloured it in first because I wanted to fix it because it was really annoying me how it didn't quite look like a circle, but I kind of reconciled this with myself because it's a Ditto that's changed into an Electrode, so it might not be perfect because it's almost kind of there but not quite yet. So that's my reasoning, but not really, and you can't tell too badly. Once I finished it, it was fine. But yeah, it's really difficult to ink circles, so well done Sarah for doing that, and that's why I chose the Ditto Electrode, because she put a little Ditto Electrode in her big piece, and I thought that was really clever, and I wanted to do a Ditto. I did think about doing a Ditto for one of the other Pokemon that I chose, like maybe a Ditto Mew or a Ditto Rayquaza. I thought a Ditto Rayquaza would be quite funny with the derpy Ditto face, but I didn't in the end. I wanted to keep Rayquaza. And I also did a Pichu because I wanted a little Pokemon to sit on her shoulder, because I'd feel that she would be the kind of person that would have a shoulder Pokemon, because some Pokemon will sit on your shoulder, and Pichu is just too adorable, a little baby Pikachu, and she's drawn him quite a lot as well, and he's just really cute and he fits nicely on her shoulder, so that's why I went for Pichu. I also went for a Meowstic because one of the first videos I watched of Sarah's was her Meowstic drawing the male and the female in the grass, and I really liked it. And it's also purple, the male one, so I drew the male one because it's like a deep purpley blue colour, and she really likes purple. And in her video she used Prussian blue for the Meowstic, but I didn't use Prussian blue because I wanted it to be a little bit brighter blue, so I used the indigo blue from the Pro marker. But respect for using Prussian blue, because you know Prussian blue is my favourite marker, so this is one of the reasons why I included the Meowstic in this drawing. And I also did a Rayquaza. I've already mentioned Rayquaza, but Rayquaza because Sarah has a really great series on her channel where she draws dragons but as T, so definitely go and check that out when you go and check out her channel. She really loves drawing dragons, and she draws them in a really long kind of fashion, kind of wiggly dragons that I not really describe it very well, and I realised that you can't see the hand motion that I'm doing because this is a voiceover, but she does them in a long Chinese, Japanesey kind of style, and Rayquaza is a long dragon, so I needed to include a dragon, so I thought Rayquaza would be perfect. I also did a Sylveon because you need an evolution in your team really, and Sylveon is just quite pretty and captivating, and yeah, it's just really cute, and again there's purple in it and Sarah likes purple, so I chose Sylveon because that's one of my favourites as well. And I also did a Mew because Sarah has a really cute cat that appears in some of her videos, and it's another cat Pokemon, and it's also purpley, so that fits as well. I also drew a Pokédex as well because there was a little bit of space that I wanted to fill, and I thought that would be a good thing to include one of the really retro looking Pokédex because I'm going for the old anime style, and because I was going for the old anime style I kept my shading very similar to the original. It was more like block shading than blended shading, if that makes sense, and you can really see that in the hair and on the Pichu. It was a little bit more blended on the Rayquaza because he's a bit of a later Pokemon, and also with the Meowstic, although there wasn't really much blending on the Meowstic, but the Mew is very much block shaded, and I think that worked really well. It was quite tempting to blend it out, but I wanted to keep to the old anime style. And also, I've never drawn anime before really. Obviously I've drawn Pokemon before, although not on this channel. I can't believe I've gone nearly a year on YouTube and not done a Pokemon video yet. This is my first Pokemon video. But yeah, I haven't drawn anime before, more in the people. I haven't, so the proportions of her arm aren't exactly right and it looks a little bit odd, but as on the whole I was really happy with it, and I was really happy with the face, and I'm really quite liking drawing in this style. I'm surprised because I didn't think that I would. And I didn't use too much of highlighting. I left the white of the paper, so for example on the hair I left the white of the paper. I did go over it in gel pen just at the edges to neaten it up a little bit, but that's all. I did try and use the white of the paper, and I did add a little bit later on to the spiral just to make it pop from the background, but I used a little bit of my Polychromos white pencil, which I like to use a lot for highlights, especially on the Rayquaza and a little bit on the Meowstic, and I used a pastel yellow gel pen to add on the markings of the Rayquaza as well, because that would have been a little bit too hard to do with the Copics, I think. So if you've come here from Sarah's channel, welcome. My name is Katie, I make art videos and I do a combination of speed paints like this one with Copic markers, and I like to experiment with lots of different things as well. Like for example, I've tried making art with paints that only cost me 19 pence or 25 cents, and also I tried making art with hair products. So if you like this video and you want to see some more, please do feel free to have a little explore around my channel. I do have a little mouse character called Charlie McNeil as well, and I'll leave a link to a playlist up above so you can go and check him out. But yeah, do feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on new videos, because YouTube is a bit funny sometimes where it puts videos, it doesn't always put them in people's sub boxes because it likes to experiment with algorithms and all sorts of clever things like that that I don't quite understand. But yeah, and also if you're from my channel, do go and check out Scribble Fix and show her some love, because she is awesome and super lovely, and you will absolutely love her, I guarantee it. So go and do that after you've watched this video. If you don't go and do that, Charlie Mouse will cry and nobody wants that. So make sure you go and do that. So it took me quite a while to work out what to do for the background, and I wanted to keep it in tune with the old school Pokemon anime, and it kind of took me a while to decide how to do this, but in the end I went for a galaxy idea, a purple galaxy idea, because it's one of Scribble Fix's favourite colours is purple. I hope I'm right with this, it'll be slightly awkward if I'm wrong now, but yeah, I wanted to do it purple to bring out the purple in her top and bring out the purple in Mew a little bit, and I thought that would be a really good colour. So I did it with some Copic still. I didn't change to watercolour because that wouldn't be very good on the Bristol board and already having put the Copics down. So I used a combination of BV08 blue violet, BV17 deep reddish blue, V06 which is lavender, and RV000 pale purple, and I blended out with the pale purple and use the BV08 for the darker tones, and I just went a little bit random doing some galaxy cloud type shapes. I don't really know how to describe it, but I think this worked really well, and I really like how the background looks, and I think the characters do pop out from it quite well, so I was really pleased with that. And then once I had laid down the Copics, I added some stars in with the white gel pen, and I think this was really effective, and I do think it kind of looks like the sky area that in the original anime where Team Rocket blast off. They keep getting, you know, they try and do something bad, they try and steal a Pokemon, and then they get kicked off into the sky, and it's Team Rocket blasting off again, and it does look like the sky that they go into, so I'm quite happy with that. So just as I finish off the background here, I just got a couple of things that I wanted to update you in. Firstly, I have made a couple of updates to my Redbubble store. I've added a few pieces from my recent videos. I've added the water from the block shading video, the drop in the ocean. I've added that, and I've also added the Seaside Charlie and also the jellyfish from the Crayola video. So if you do want some prints or merch of that or any other pieces, do go check that out. Links are in the description below. And I am going to do a Q&A video very soon, and I'm planning that at the moment, and if you have any questions that you would like to ask me, please do leave them in the comments down below. In this video or any other video, I'll find them and I'll do my best to answer them in that video. And finally, I have been thinking about updating my Patreon rewards, and I've been thinking about doing pet portrait raffles. And that means that every couple of months, anybody that pledges, no matter what tier that you're in, you will get an entry to the raffle, and I will pick one winner and I will draw you a picture of your pet or your favourite animal. If you don't have a pet, don't worry, you can still enter. And I thought that would be a really good thing to do, as I really like drawing animals and it's one of my strengths, I feel. So yeah, if you want that, if you want me to do that, do let me know in the comments below. And we're coming to the end of the video now. I just want to say a big thank you to Sarah or Scribble Fix for doing this collab with me. I had so much fun, and I definitely want to do more Pokemon drawings and more Pokemon videos on this channel. And do make sure you go and check her out, please, because she is amazing and you will absolutely love her. And if you like this video, you know, emotionally, please do leave it a like down below, as that really helps me out. And do let me know in the comments below what your favourite Pokemon is and why, and if there are any Pokemon you'd like to see me draw, or any Pokemon related art challenges that you think I'd find fun. So here is the final result. I'm really pleased with it. I really like how it turns out. I really like the background especially. I think that's my favourite bit, and I hope you like the Pokemon that I've chosen for you, Sarah. I hope you like it, and I can't wait to see how you've drawn me and the Pokemon that you chose for me. But that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye for now.